Hello, hello everyone. Welcome in today. What do we have in the chat here? Let's see what's going on. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Put that over there. Ambrosia, hello. Western Justice, hello, hello. Miles, welcome in. Dragon of Envoy. Dragoon of Envoy? Yes. Hello, howdy. Finally finished moving rooms, so now I can join the draw again. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. There's a link in the Discord if people want to draw with me today. How is everyone? I'm doing pretty good. Unimaku, hello, hello. Good evening. It's Wednesday again. It is Wednesday again, everybody. Welcome in. Let's just jump right into it today. Hopefully the audio's good. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and it's the viewer suggestion, which is awesome. We're on YouTube again. We were on Twitch earlier in the week, but today we are on YouTube. We're going to start with a rugby sketch this morning to warm up, and then we're going to jump right into it. We have about 23 suggestions for characters to draw today. We'll roll some dice to see which ones we draw. We'll go from there. We might get some people joining us to draw today. Otherwise, we're just hanging out in Aggie, having a grand old time talking about D&D. That's the plan. That's the only plan I have for the day, so. Rugby from the side is a scary thing. Let's see what we can do with it. I've been waiting for the stream. Welcome in, Hashi Brown. What's on your list to draw? Oh, we have a big one. We've been collecting suggestions from the community post all week. Forgot to toss a prompt on the week. Is it cool if I give it to you here? Yeah, that's totally fine, Zach. That's no problem. Yeah, if you submitted something earlier in the week, please don't suggest another one. But if you have not suggested one yet, I can add it to the list. That is no problem. Yeah, we got a lot. We got some halfling rogues. Got some stone giants. Got a swole bolt on there somewhere. Goliath fighter in gothic plate armor wielding a shield. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll add that to the list. Rugby is an aberration. Goblin horde body. Pretty much. Is this Druid or is this Ambrosia? Is someone stealing Druid's bag by drawing mushy boys? I'm not going to say anything about it. I like mushy boys, so more the better. But Druid might show up to be very confused. Stealing Druid's idea. There you go. I feel like I'm drawing a Picasso rugby. It's a little more geometric than normal, and everything's kind of melty. It makes him have such a big jaw profile. All goblins are small footballs attached to the end of sticks. Let's try again. I like that nose. That was a good nose I drew. But probably go a little more grr if we're doing a side profile. Hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everybody's having an okay weekend. We'll have an okay weekend. There we go. It is Wednesday, not Monday. Sometimes it feels like a Monday. pretty much thinking rugby is a goblin in school too. Probably my idea. I think there might be 2 or 3 of them. Has anyone played a Grung before? I haven't played one, but I've run a few. I think I've drawn a few. Oh. My back's been killing me, so I'm trying not to move so much. Ooh, that's no good. That is no good. I climbed under the house this week, and my body is still beat up from it, so. Crawl spaces are no fun. If I could, I'd dig it out and turn it into a basement, but I don't think I can do that. It's not easily. I'm not sure what I've done here, but there we go. One Picasso rugby that nobody asked for. It's impressionism. Is that what Picasso did with impressionism? I don't remember. My art history is just hot garbage. Having a bad pack at 20 is not a good sign. Yeah, that's rough. I knew some guys that were football players, a few guys in the army. They got chiropractic help for their backs, which helped them, but I've also went to a chiropractor for a while and screwed up my back more, so definitely depends. And, you know, talk to your doctor about that kind of stuff, but physical therapy and that kind of medical intervention can be helpful. But it's rough. Back injuries suck real bad. So I hope you recover quickly. We should just change this to the shroom stream. Because I think there's probably more shrooms than rugbies at this point. I don't know what I've drawn, but I'm happy with it, so it's good enough. I think we'll start with the dice roll today. We'll go from there. Give my D20. I'll survive. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah. I do hope you feel better. Roll some dice here. Oh, that's a big mushy boy hash brown. An alligator lizard folk fisherman wielding a harpoon and a hand axe sized fishhook. Those are 2 different sentences. I'll have to read that again. Sport Druid Rugby. He's been overtaken by shrooms. I think I drew that once, actually. I've drawn that a few times now that I think about it. Not a Sport Druid, but like Mushroom Zombie Rugby. Where's Big Pelts? Tooth Necklace. Yeah, Alligator Lizard Man. I like it. Get that going. PSA, Roll20 has free mushrooms and flower token packs this month. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna take a look at those. I generally like to make my own tokens because I can, and then if I use them on the internet, I don't feel bad about it because it's, you know, not someone else's work. But it's definitely never bad having more tokens. Says a man with a box full of minis. Are alligators the pointy nose or the round nose? Crocodiles are no, alligators are the round nosed ones, right? That looks like an alligator. Alligators have a big wide mouth. Is that crocodiles? Dang it. I always screw these up. I always get these confused. How's that? Is that better sound quality? I hope that's better. We'll try that. Crocodiles have more rounded proportions. Oh no. I thought, so like, crocodile, alligator, gharial. Did I have that backwards? Or are alligators the little snappy ones? Oh no, I might have this backwards. I'm gonna look it up. How do you submit? Stella, you can just write your D&D character idea in the chat if you like, and I will add it to the list. It's important to me because marketplace stuff doesn't count against data storage. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that was a big issue for me with D20. The fact that they had a limit, and I was just like, nope. So that's why I stopped using D20. I started using Foundry. Oh snap, the heater just kicked on. It's getting cold, people. It's getting cold. Dr. Random, hello, hello. I think I want an alligator skull for my house. Put it somewhere like a dragon skull. They're pretty sweet. You know, I could just sculpt a dragon skull. That would be pretty dope. The tabletop experience. Hello, hello. Welcome in. The Builder's Lizard Folk Crocodile wears a crocodile skull as a spellcasting focus. That's pretty cool. See a necromancer? Kevin the Necromancer finally started playing his 5e Necromancer. That was pretty fun. Level 6. I had to give him a spell focus that was just a golden skull. I didn't have to. I gave it to him because it was awesome. We're currently working on what to give Lars as new fighter. He's doing the Savage, I think, Savage Berserker build, so he gets Savage criticals. He was like, I want a weapon that'll like make that even better. I'm like, that would just make you level 15, and that's not good. So I think we're gonna give him like a life leech axe. It gives you health back on crits. So then when he does crit, he gets some more survivability. That'll be fun. I want to make a Hero Forge mini and buy it have a few pre-built on them. They're pretty good. I was not a big fan of the Hero Forge minis initially because their proportions were super cartoony, and I'm a big fan of like just overly dramatic and high detailed minifigures. But since they're adding a ton of stuff, and now you can print in color, so really cool, really cool. I like when people send me those for commission ideas. They're like, "This is what I want commissioned, and here's what I made." And I'm like, "Cool! Now I have a cool idea of what is in your head, and I can draw from there." So I like that. Was the Air Genasi Sumo still on a list? I don't think so, Miles. I think basically every week we refresh the list. So if you'd like to suggest that again, you can, and I will put it back on the list. No, it is not currently on the list. Did you want me to add that back on there, Miles? Or did you want to do a different one this week? That's a Cayman. Caymans are the round ones or the pony ones? Sorry, I erased it. Not D&D, but having to explain why in a novel I'm writing, why there's a group of near humans with weird abilities are considered cursed. Maybe because of the freaky glowy eyes and the black blood. I know some people with glowy eyes and black blood. Caymans are around. Okay. Are caymans a type of crocodile or alligator? Cayman crocodiles? Garls are the pointy ones. Yeah. Floridas have alligators, right? Florida alligators? Florida gators? Female Triton Paladin wearing medium armor with... Is it gothic aesthetics? The list that I have is from Monday. So if you've posted on there since Monday, but it will be different from last week. Florida has gators. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, we're going to do whatever I'm doing, and we'll just hope for the best. I typed alligator into Google, and this is what I got. I'm going to put a fish hook in his mouth, because I think it's funny. I like the idea that sometimes he can't help but go after his own bait. There should be a gator folk. I guess it's just lizard folk, right? Like, any lizard folk could be a gator folk. That's fine. They're reptiles, right? Right? Caymans are smaller. Okay. Just draw it bulky, and that's a gator already. All right. Because that's the big thing I always try to remember is that, like, alligators are huge. they're just big, bulky lizard boys. I'm gonna move this over here so I don't steal your space. Play a lizard folk cleric who's a gator. Just walking gator. Just straight up. No need for lizard folk, just alligator. Alligator cleric. I'd be down. That'd be fun. Communicate through hissing and chomping. Never touched a gator tongue. It acts like a bear trap for its mouth. Alright, good to know. Luke, hello, hello. Have you been? Do you think you could do a reborn Goliath Paladin? Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the list for sure. Make it a grave cleric because it doesn't want to have a nobody wasted no food. Do alligators go all the way down to Louisiana? I assume they do. Are there crocodiles in the United States, or is it just alligators? There's alligator gar. I think there's caiman. Hmm. You know, I had a friend just move to... Man, where did he move to? The hell was that? Someone either just threw something on my porch or a cat knocked something over. I'm gonna have to go check that out here in a second. Give me a minute. Cayman are strictly South America, so I believe the crocs are American, has alligators. Okay. Florida has anacondas. Okay, let me put this. Grave, no. Growing fighter with a World War I style helmet with padded armor, carrying a short sword and a shield. It's on the list. One second, I gotta check this door. Be right back. It was a cat. He's just making noise. Only ever contested by a California man. Saltwater croc? I think so. I am Florida man. You can't be Florida man. Florida man can wrangle alligators with a thought. Drink an entire six-pack without opening the lids. Florida man lives in myth and legends. What character idea did you choose? Polo, the dice have decided that I draw a gator folk, which is a lizard folk. Fisher? Hunter? How do we want to say that? I guess ranger? Fishing ranger? There should be a fishing ranger. My polar bear bunk. Blah blah. Polar bear monk. There we go. Those are the words. I made him do fishing because I thought that was funny. That every time he had spare time, he would just go swim, catch fish. Fish hooks are weird. There's a lot, like they're more engineeredly impressive than I had originally assumed. I can't talk today, apparently. I got my flu shot and my my COVID booster yesterday, and I woke up this morning like, I feel great, except that my arms feel like I got punched. And now I'm just like, I have no breath today. So I might be just a little winded. But I feel okay. So if I'm a little out of it today, that's why. Because I'm old. I'm old and I do things like get my flu shot. Get your flu shot, people. It's important. And your COVID booster. The government's paying for it. Why not? I think they're still paying for it. I have no idea. That's cool. I like that. Warhammer Croxigar. That's pretty dope. I like that huge shoulder. That huge, like, shoulder to back muscle. That looks really cool. Yo, that was my idea. Nice. Nice. It's a cool idea. Flu shot had not had one since middle school. Yeah, I never got flu shots when I was a kid. But now that I'm older, it's just like, yeah, why not? I mean, I'm going to the doctor all the time. Why not anyway? I think I'm going to make this more this way. I like those big... What are they called? They're not spines. Cuticles? Curcles? Something like that. Carbuncles? Druid would know. Where's Druid? I hope he's doing alright. I was having a rough time with the sleep schedule last weekend, so... It's also the change of seasons. Yeah, like I'm gonna probably have to vacuum out my air vents before the heater really kicks on for good. I want to thank everybody for allowing me time to do that kind of stuff. Like, it's important. And I like that I can do that because I'm at home more. So thank you, everybody, for supporting this channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys let me do what I love and take care of my house and my family in a way that I could not do before. So you're all awesome. Supporting with those views, with those sweet suggestions. Double thank you to all the Patreon members. Got a new sticker yesterday. If you watch the Twitch stream, you get a sneak peek of it. But got a sticker for the Patreon members, which I will send out to them. And I will upload it. I'll upload it to the Redbubble here in a week or so people can get them for Halloween if they want them. It's spooky time. This hand is weirding me out, but I don't know how to change it. Let's change it. I'm doing that bad habit I used to do all the time where I just like double down on something instead of just erasing it and trying again. It's okay to try again. Yeah, let's just change the grip. I think that's really the problem here. Spooky month! Karen Watson, hello. No thanks. Last time I did, I had an allergic reaction and it didn't feel well for 3 days. Oof. Yeah, that's no good. That is no good. If you have an allergic reaction to those, that's a great reason for everyone else to get their flu shots so that you don't have to get another one. That's not fun. That's not fun. Scutes. Yep, that sounds right. Healed scales and osteoderms are bony protrusions. Okay, right now I'm trying to practice sideways view because I need more of them to look better. Spooky month. Yeah. I really like drawing faces in profile. So maybe one of the next ones will do that. I always do that with like alligators and bird folk, just because they have such a unique profile. I really like doing it. Some people might say it's boring, but I don't care. I like it. I like it, and I'm going to draw what I like. Give him some more scutes. Give him like a belt here to hold this big old floof on. Put a skull on it. I think they were supposed to be teeth, so we'll add some teeth in here, but I think we're going to probably call it and move on to the next one here in a second. Give him some bone necklaces. Draw a big old buckle. But I think that is about it. One of these days I want to do like a come draw with me, ask art questions. I think that'd be a fun video. Or we could have people submit questions, art questions, and then do that. That would be really good. Oh, maybe I'll talk to Sierra Druid about that. That would be a fun Artist Arcana. All right, I think that's probably where we'll call this one. I'm gonna give him some finger definition because I think he'd have little scaled fingers. Little scaled fingies. It'll also add a little more contour to it, which I think looks cool. I think we're gonna call that there. Yeah. Thank you for the suggestion. That was a good one. I like that one. Do the dice. Do the dice. Gator's wearing an ape skull medallion is super interesting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why not, right? Like if you're an alligator, why not wear a person's skull? No one's gonna stop you. A friend had heart bleed after his vaccine. There's like I think that's 1 in a million. Is that right? Chance with this condition? That's scary. Yeah, vaccines are really cool. From a medical standpoint, the best thing that heals people is your body, right? Like at the end of the day, your body has to fix stuff, which is why autoimmune diseases are so scary. And so in like science and TV shows, it's just like, look, we did this thing and now we stick it in the body and it's perfectly fine. Like that only works with like a certain types of venoms that get broken down by different proteins. Most of the time, what doctors are giving you is something to make your body work better. And vaccines are, that they inject dead cells, or this is just one type of vaccines. Inject dead cells in your body. Is like, oh look, I know what this is now and I can kill it when I see it, which is really cool. I like that a lot. So always a bummer when it doesn't work, but that's why we try to get everybody, because then it protects the people that can't get them. Fallen Aasimar Paladin wearing a dragon skull with a broken wheel carved in its forehead. Is the wheel carved in the dragon skull or the paladin? I'm going to assume it's the dragon skull. Delete row. Wait, what was it? Aasimar. Okay. I am going to do this one in profile, if you don't mind. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to like show you up, but I'll show you my process for doing profile pictures. I generally try to get the head shape where I want it and then go from there. What do you guys think about Aasimar having pointy ears? It's a fallen Aasimar, so we're probably going to do like Angry metal makeup. Pointers are cool, and I don't complain. Oh no, what kind of skull was it? I don't remember. It had a wheel in it. Horse skull? It's just half angel. You can make the other half anything you want. That's true. I do like that. Dragon skull. Okay, dragon skull. I think I'm going to do the dragon skull. Yeah, it's just like a big shoulder pad. Something I liked about the ASMR concept is like, maybe it's just part of the like upbringing concept of you're born into this lawful. If you are a divine creature, right? So I mean, ASMR and tieflings are technically the same. They're just different outsiders. So that's my concept. Go watch my videos; they're great. But so if you're born into being an ASMR, not just some divine creature, and specifically an ASMR, then you were born into a society that is lawful. And so I feel like a lot of them would just act like angelic creatures. And so the fallen ASMR is kind of neat because it's just like someone who's rebelling against that. And I like that. I like that concept. Rebelling against it, or like just not wanting to be part of that society, because lawful societies are, you know, can be tough. Arthas. My real trick for drawing profiles is just draw a skull. Always draw a skull. When in doubt, draw a skull. I think that's actually going to work pretty well right here, because I'm going to try to accentuate the skull shape on the nose here. We're going to get some really harsh eye lines. We'll have the makeup do that too. Probably accentuate like a fake teeth on the mouth. Dragon skull, huh? This is gonna look like a Death Knight, which isn't a bad thing. I think that'll be fine. Thanks, Dean. I love it. I need something to draw, and I ran out of ideas. Do you want to roll a d20? I can give you one of the suggestions. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. This is my jam. No one else is obligated to draw from the list. But if people would like it to draw from the list, they're definitely welcome to. 13. An awakened froghemoth tadpole, who is a fathomless warlock. Fathomless frog hemoth. If that's not what you want to draw, once again, you're not required to. Can I retract my grung fighter? I got a better idea. Yes, but only because it's the very last thing on my list. Normally I don't let people do that because then I don't want to change this more than once. So this is better be the last one. What you got? I also don't write down the names of the people whose ideas these are, so I don't want to be swapping people's out. So, but Miles, because you were the last one, I will change it for you. What do you got? I'm sure Frog. Back to my roots. No halfling was mine. Should we do the horns? Let's do some broken horns. Oh, that'd be really cool. Okay, so we're gonna do one horn back here. He's just gonna draw Kermit the Frog. That's pretty funny. A lanky tall rogue with jester-like features wearing a mask. Okay. So yeah, we'll call that the one correction for today on the list. Normally, we'll just because if people write things down, I have to go collect them, and we'll say once it's on the list, it's on the list. We'll go from there. But yeah, I'll change that for you today, and then we'll see where it goes. No, that's fine, Mouse. I could have said no. I'm a big boy. I can say no if I want to. You should write names so people don't trick you. I mean, I could. The problem is then that screws up my list. And I also like having some impartiality to it, so... But also, I just don't let people do that, and then we're fine. But because you knew exactly where it was and you just asked for it, I think that makes sense that I can do that for you today. We're in a unique situation. A wheel drawn on its head, huh? Like a wagon wheel? I hope it's supposed to be a wagon wheel. Give it. That's a huge skull, but also I kind of like that. So. Frog's going to attack these. I had a big encounter set up for my players to fight a froghemoth. I don't think they did. I think they ended up like just avoiding it, and it makes me sad. Froghemoths are cool. This is a boring horn. It's a fallen Aasimar. Maybe it should be like a black dragon. Black dragon skull. Could do that. Then it is going to look like a Death Knight. Corvus, welcome in. One weird complaint I have: when old comics or books are made into movies, 40-year-old events are now considered spoilers. That's fair. I can talk about that a little bit. Bullet says, "Sorry by the way, I apologize for the length of my suggestion. I don't know how to handle these things." No, that's totally fine. I usually grab the juicy bits, the descriptive parts, and go from there. I try to ask people when they give suggestions to have it broken down into a sentence, and I think that's a great way for people to kind of have to consolidate their ideas. Just like, what's the most important part? If I only have a sentence to talk about this. But I can usually discern from there. Bra, hello. Thank you for the $20. I appreciate the super chats. How are you today? Hope you are doing well. I would do push-ups, but both of my arms are sore, so I'm not going to do that. I got the shots. Yo, got those shots. Rock your body? Is that how the shot songs go? Hey, yeah. I like the Little John Cat on TikTok. Yeah. I'm spending too much time drawing this dragon skull. This is what I'm doing. I'm alive. Gonna call that above average. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with that, right? Same. Definitely could have. I definitely could have woken up feeling like shit, which would be worse. But I'm happy with what I got right now. I think I want to go maybe moodier. Yeah, we'll go full on edgelord here. Ready Player One was a good example. It's used D&D modules as a plot points, video game bits. Yeah, it was annoying. Interesting. I want full drive VR already. Right? Don't you? Could flavor it as Dragon Turtle too. Too sharp. Too much sharp. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm a big fan of. I don't like people spoiling stuff because usually they're just like way too excited about something and they want to tell me how it is. And it's like, just let me enjoy stuff. Like, that's fine. But that being said, I feel like something my first DM ever told me was, it doesn't matter if you know how the story ends, if the story is told well. And I agree with that. Like, just because you know how something ends, unless that surprise is inherent in the suggestion, like solving a panic room, right? That's really bad spoilers. But something like the Harry Potter movies, like going into the Harry Potter movies knowing that Dumbledore dies, doesn't change the movie. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Like. But the thing with like M. Night Shyamalan movies, like, oh, the twist is this, and it's like, well, I kind of figured that out already, or it doesn't make sense. So yeah. Spoilers from a book, especially books that get made into a movie, I think is okay because it's like, hey, this is what the book did. I wonder if they'll do that in the movie. It's like, ooh, yeah. But if it's a Sherlock Holmes movie, and you're like, oh, that's the killer. It's like, why would you do that? Why are you an asshole? But I love trying to guess. I love trying to guess killers in movies. So there's a difference. Are you cheating or are you just being a dick? Those are the only kind of bad spoilers. I don't know what I've done, but I think I've just given them a fake helmet, so I'm gonna undo that. If you were an Aasimar and you had a halo and you became a fallen Aasimar, should it be a broken halo? That'd be kind of cool. Sorry, what were you saying, Corvus? I kind of talked into you there. Okay. It's fair. That's fair. Cough, House of Dragons. Yeah, exactly. Like, the prequels are already spoiled. Yeah, we know how it ends. I prefer to know the endings before attempting to enjoy them. Yeah, I used to do that too when I was younger. Like, someone would start raving about a book and I was like, I'm just gonna read the last chapter. And if like the last chapter is like, oh, that sounds awesome, then I want to see how they got to it. But I've also been yelled at. I'm like, don't do that. It's like, why? I want to know if it's worth watching this. Case in point, the movie The Mist. I like the movie. The ending is just stupid. The ending is pointless and is just super dumb. The ending of the book, awesome. The ending of the book is totally awesome, and I think they wanted to do something that would like cause the audience to suffer a little more, and it's like, I'm not into that. Is there one more episode of House of the Dragon, or are they all up? Because if that was the finale, I'm going to be a little upset. But yeah, I want more. They're not even in danger. No monsters were near them attacking. Yeah, the Mist ending makes absolutely no sense. It's really frustrating. It's the biggest overreaction for not only the characters in the movie, but also like normal characters. Like drive. What now? Fuck it. It's like, what do you mean fuck it? You guys just survived the apocalypse. What do you mean fuck it? Like it just invalidates the whole rest of the movie. Makes me so mad. The Mist lore sounds cool, but the movie never delves into it. Yeah, I really liked the concept that this is something I don't think anybody, maybe other people put together, but it's not something I've like widely heard about. I really like the idea that Stranger Things is the other side of the Mist story. Like not one to one, like right. They're not in the same city, but like if someone was telling the story of what happened in the Mist, Stranger Things lore would cover it, and I love it. When I started watching Stranger Things, I was like, oh, dude, this is the Mist. This is what happened. I've made a Mist campaign for D&D, which works really well. It essentially starts off in a tavern, and people are like, oh, it's gonna be one of them stupid bar fights. But then like the Mist rolls in, and if they try to leave the tavern, they just get massacred by eldritch shit in the fog. It's like, all right, we're stuck in the tavern, now what? We want the boy and the whore. God, I love that movie, it's so good. Oh, it's whew. Oh, no. The Mist is a Stephen King movie. Oh, God, was it? I don't think it was. I'm gonna look this up.
Frank Darnbot.
Yeah. Man, I freaking... Signs was great. I was a big M. Night Shyamalan fan because of Unbreakable and like Lady in the Water and The Village. I was like, oh, these are great. And then I think after what was the last one I watched? It's probably The Village. They're all the same movie. They're all the same movie. And it's just like, okay, I think I'm good. But yeah. Lady in the Water was a trip. Plus, I just like Giamatti, so. I think I'm going to call this one here. I'm going to call this one here. Roll the dice again. I'm going to try to get through a bunch of these today, so they might be a little less detailed than normal. Cool. Gotta go. See y'all later. This stream was really chill and cool, and I'll pop in the future. Nice. Thanks for hanging out, Paulo. We'll check you later. Aliens are allergic to water and walk around naked. Yeah, exactly. Like, it didn't make any sense. Yep. That's pretty standard, I think. I also do that. I have many glasses because it's like as soon as I walk away from a glass, it's like the cat could have drunken out of that. So I'm gonna get a new one. I'll go water a plant with it or something. But it's like if I lose sight of my drink for more than a minute, it's just like nope, not gonna drink that now. I'm in danger. Kind of like the ending of The Mist. I mean, in a hopeless situation like that. Yeah, I disagree with it. I think I guess I can spoil the book. I can spoil the movie too. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a good Halloween movie. I think that's generally my friends loved it, and I'm like, I don't want to watch that. Stephen King, and I'm pissed off at Stephen King, so I'm not gonna watch it. And then I finally watched it, and I was like, okay, that was awesome. But the ending made me mad. In the book, they just wander into the mist, which to me is perfect. Like not knowing what happens to them is awesome. Like I like that concept because the world is, world's gone to shit. But in the movie, they're like, nah, what if everything's fine but they die? And it's like, that's stupid. That's highly stupid. And I don't like it. Yeah, maybe. I think it would have made sense if they were like 2 hours, but not 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Like they just drove their car until it runs out of gas, and then they give up. And it's like, just, I mean, hang out in the car for a while, see what happens. Wait until you get hungry. Like you're in your town, drive home. What do you have in your house? They went to the grocery store for Christ's sakes, and they're like, well, I guess we'll just drive into the middle of nowhere. It's like, go home. One of you has a house around here. Just hunker down for a while. I bet you have food. Frustrating. Cliffhangerings are... I think, yeah. And I think Stephen King has some pretty good endings. But he also has some stinkers out there, so... Alright, I'm going to call this one good. I'm going to roll the next one. I keep losing my D20. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. A Bearfolk Sorcerer. I like Bearfolk. Should I make it a cartoony bear? It is Fat Bear Week. I guess yesterday ended Fat Bear Week. Should I draw Fat Bear Sorcerer. That could be fun. That is... Oh, the CGI jump scares just kind of look wonky. Are you talking about, I love the IT movie, the It movie, yeah. Things like the jump scares are kind of pointless. We had the Pennywise Feast on Fear, but I'd rather be the psychological horror. Yeah, the original It movie was really strange. And I remember, like, it was like 6 hours long. It was like a miniseries. And they were making the TV show. So it'll be something to look forward to. In the original, I don't know, I haven't seen the new one. In the original, they defeated it by punching its heart out, which was really weird to me. So, yeah. Hot take. Yeah, some stories that are made into TV shows need to be one movie, and some stories that are made into movies need to be TV shows. I agree. Yeah, but I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's 100% legit. Something I used to talk about when, like, as Netflix was kind of ramping up its let's throw money at everybody and see what happens. I'm really excited about long form content. I think there's a lot of really good stories and movies out there that should be told as TV shows, and yeah. So I really prefer that to movies, because with movies it's just like I'm going to invest this amount of time and everything has to be wrapped up neatly. It's like, I mean, I want to be able to pause and go do something and come back. But the downside to that is that there's also a lot of people that abuse that and, like, just, okay, let's tell this story over 80 episodes. And it's like, can we make it 3 episodes? Because that's about what I think would be good. Like, no, do 80. And it's like, okay, thanks, One Piece. And that's the downside to it, right? So what was the other one? There was a movie I watched, the newest Hellboy movie that came out. I really liked the direction they went with it, like art-wise and story-wise. I wish it would have been a TV series, because they just tried to cram so much into so little time that nothing got it's like it's worth really given to it. Because it was, they crammed a whole series, like a comic series, into a movie, and it's just like, no, like that should have been the first part of it. Which is a bummer. Yeah, it felt really short and just really fast. Yep. Used to watch a movie that was 2 VHS tapes, each about 2 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. First part, they beat him up, and the second part, they just bully him to death. Yeah, that's kind of what happens in the first one. Oh, yeah, Dinotopia. Dinotopia was long. Something like that, yeah. Storm of the Century was really good, even though it was yeah, that was a TV miniseries by Stephen King, I think. I'll kill everybody with magic. Yeah, I do remember that. That was good. Apparently the Dark Tower was that way too. I never read the books, but there's a lot of them. And I asked my sister about them because she loved them, and she was like, "Oh yeah, the movie was garbage because they tried to do 6 books in one movie." It was like, oh. So yeah, that's the weird thing about Stephen King is like he's such a prolific writer that even some of his like crap movies that get made, it's like, yeah, they're still interesting, but he's done so much. Yeah, he does like to write things into his books that are just kind of uncomfortable. Like that's his whole thing, and so he's touched on everything, and it's weird. You look what the evil guy. Yeah, that's a big trope that I don't like. Especially with horror movies when they're like just like, we have to prove that this guy's evil to make it okay to kill them, and it's like, you don't have to prove to me that someone is evil. Like, I don't need to see the evil shit they do. I just need to know that they're evil, you know? Tell me without telling me. It's can make it a nice bear. I was trying to give him like a ring, but I don't remember how bear paws work. Should I give him a wizard hat? I'm gonna give him a wizard hat. Ah, but he's a sorcerer, not a wizard. You know, Mickey was the sorcerer's apprentice. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna give him a hat. What if he's a conjuration wizard and he just keeps conjuring fish? Join a bit late, no problem. Welcome in. We're talking about Stephen King movies. Drawing bear wizards. Behold my giant carp. Apparently I don't remember what fish look like. Bear with human hands, essentially, yeah. Alright, you called me out on it, I'll fix it. They don't have the opposable thumb, they just got 5 fingers. 5 fingies. Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of the Saw movies because it is just, it's a little on the torture porn side for me, and I'm not into it. But they are very popular. People really like them. I'm not super, like, man, what was it? 7 Deadly Sins, I think, was kind of the, just 7. It was just 7, sorry. 7 Deadly Sins is the anime. I think that was the predecessor to the Saw movies, of like that kind of concept of you're killing yourself with your actions, and it's like, but you're making me, this is, no. That's not how that works. Yeah, I don't like the gore, really. Yeah, it's a little excessive for my taste. But I'm not here to shit on movies, so I won't trash talk Saw. Not my fave. I'm so floof. I'm gonna give him a big old bear booty. What would make him look more sorcery? Sorcerer-ish. Tattoos? I could give him a tattoos. Maybe some runes. Some bear runes. I might make him look like a woolly bear, but that might be okay. Fun slasher film? Yeah. The bear boot, though. That bear booty, though. It's good. I like the Jurassic Park movies, yeah. I have the audiobook. I listen to it quite often. Whenever I'm, like, on a trip or something. Oh boy, the heater is going to town today. I might have to... I'm worried to take out the AC. Because then I know it'll just get really hot. But I probably have to do that today. Go clean the fireplace. See if there's any woodpeckers living in it. Asshole woodpeckers. If I do this, is it gonna look like he's a Jesus bear? I want to just have a fish medallion. I'm still really weirded out by that analogy. Jesus was a fisher of men. It's like, excuse me? Please don't hunt and eat my people. Sure. Gotcha. I am Tom Riddle. Me and my boyfriend watched the new Jurassic Park movie just because he wanted to see the the Carnotaurus, yeah, and feathered raptors. I don't really care for the rest of the movie. Oh, bummer. I like the original. I think the original is still solid. I like the first three because they are technically... Actually... Yes and no. Like, I don't think the second one... I don't think the T-Rex ever actually made it to mainland in the books. I'm trying to remember. Because in the Lost World, it was... Yeah. Oh, maybe that was. So I think that's the confusion, because like the first movie and the third movie are the two books, and The Lost World, which is the title of the second book, is the second movie, but they just made shit up. so the second movie doesn't make any sense. I think. Oh man, it's been a while. I'm gonna have to reread the second book. Yeah, the second book is called The Lost World. It's really good. Because I think the second book, they're trying to get... They go back to the island, which is how the second movie starts. But they go back to the island because they're trying to reopen the island. And Grant's just like, this is stupid. You guys are idiots. They're like, no, we're fine. We got this shit. And it's not. And then they spend the rest of the book trying to get back to the main headquarters because they know that there are raptors on a boat. There are raptors on a boat that's heading back to the mainland. So they're trying to get back, but all the power's off, and like we have to get back to the thing and turn it back on so we can get the and the T-Rex just chases them through the entire book, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. Except that that's what I'm saying. Like the T-Rex never actually gets to like traps around the city, right? Like that was a big part of the movie. But then the third movie, I think the not T-Rex, chases them through the entire park, and that's closer to the second book, which I really like. I really like that book. I really like them both. The movies are good too. So, I like me some Jeff Goldblum. I like me some okay CGI. CGI and puppets. Puppets are always nice. We need more Stephen King books made into movies, but of course taking out the stuff that just makes you really uncomfortable. Things are bad stuff. I mean, Stephen King, right? Like, I don't know. My favorite trope of the slasher horror genre is being multiple killers working together. There's a twist and they don't keep it a secret. It's a fun twist. Didn't they do that in one of the is that what Scream 2? Or is that the original Scream that they did that? Because I know they made fun of it in Scary Movie. I call forth the power of fish. Oh, that would have been cool too. Do like a... I rewatched. I think they remade Shaman King, and I was like, hell yeah! Or they just re-released it. I think they remade it. It's kind of super racist. Kind of super racist. Well, there's a bunch of shit, but my point being, I liked that show when I was younger, and so I rewatched it, and I like that concept of just like finding an old spirit and then fighting with it. Mm-hmm. So I like the idea of a bear like summoner. This is my suggestion for the week, apparently. A bear whale summoner. Boo. There we go. Yeah. All right. Not sure if you missed my suggestion. Apologies, I'm repeating myself unnecessarily. Let me look. Rugged, depressed-looking human cleric with a bunch of happy little cute ghosts floating around him all the time. I did not see that. Let me add that to the list. Please get over here. Here we go. Rolling the dice. A 3. Centaur Circle of the Druid, whose constellations appear over their human and horse hats. Star Centaur. Do a Star Centaur. Who knows? It says they're watching a lighthouse. I kind of want to give them like a big old wool sweater. An Aaron sweater? Is that what it's called? An urn? Mm-hmm. I would normally call them I was gonna say Wellingtons are boots. I wanted to say Welkie, but that doesn't sound right. Yeah, that's not quite what I'm looking at. But it might be. Might be. Is that what it's called? Sure. Man, I've read 2 or 3 short stories about the premise is lighthouse keeper by self on island. Keep light going during storm. Rats and or crabs and or seagulls want to eat them. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that and they're by themselves all the time. And huffing kerosene fumes in a tall tower. Apparently it's just a turtleneck. Aaron is the type of wool, I think. So I think you're correct. I have a different style in my mind. Yeah. Turtles. Okay, back to what we were doing. An adventurer wearing a snug wool shirt is something I didn't realize I needed. Yeah. Characters' morality is weird in films. Kills 40 guys just to get their boss from revenge on him killing your wife, but spares him because, I don't know, don't want to be a killer. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. There's a lot of weird stuff like that. That I think Critical Role did a really good job of talking about that a little bit in season 2. Where it was like as soon as somebody decided that they were against the party could kill them, and it's just like, that's not really how that works. Like, you guys realize you're bending really hard evil right now, right? And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, like, you don't have to do that. I'm a big fan of letting people live in campaigns. Sure. These ears are too big. Donkey Centaur? Do horse ears flop? It doesn't matter. It's all right. Yeehaw. If you're out for revenge, then you're out for revenge. Yeah. Yeah. No Mercy Percy. Definitely an evil character. Sure. Can't argue with that. I never played The Last of Us. Played the first one a little bit. I think they're turning that into a TV show, right? I'm kind of excited for that. I like the mushroom zombies concept in that one. You did a good job with that. What? Okay, I know the name, but I don't know who that is. Okay. Bring it home. Bring it home. What are we talking about? I'm still good. So you're asking? Oh, okay, gotcha. It was just I was so out of the blue. I was so confused. It's weird. You gotta see it for yourself. D&D 6e Rangers are looking to be replacing Warlocks as the only one-level dip king. Well, tell me more. Tell me more about this. I mean, 5e is essentially the problem with 5e that I have, like the issue that I see a lot, is the like the obligatory multi-class dip. And it's not bad. Like, it's not terrible. It's just the characters themselves don't have enough unique customization. I think Pathfinder does a little bit of a better job with that, but also it really could be fixed just by having more content directed towards customization, which they specifically did not do. So it's a gripe I have with 5e, and it's not something I want them to change because it does make the game the way it is. It's just like it's one of I think the downsides of it. They got a lot of powerful features at level 1. Interesting. Okay, that are applicable to every class and build. Makes sense. You gotta watch those. You gotta watch those level 1 dips. It's like I think a lot of people. It's what I want to say this in words that are functional and not hyperbolic. I constantly take a level of fighter just to get armor proficiency, because armor proficiency used to be part of an armor system. But in 5e, because you don't have spell failure rates, because you don't have material requirements, there's no reason not to just have heavy armor. You lose, like, you take a negative to your stealth, or disadvantage on your stealth rolls, but if your character just knows they're bad at stealth, then that's not a problem. Mechanically, it's better in most cases to take one level in fighter, have access to all the weapons and armor, and just, roll your face on the keyboard. Do people know that term? Is that a term that is still valid today? Roll your face on the keyboard. Just, you never heard. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Just mashing buttons, essentially. Just like, what do you do? How do you play this character? Just roll your face on the keyboard, you'll be fine. Just hit all the buttons all the time and you'll be good. Mash them keys. I wanted to always... okay. I always want to take a level in a class that does not wear armor. I want to always take a level in a class that doesn't wear armor. Yeah, I mean, like, the Barbarian and the Monk on armor defense is super powerful for pretty much any caster, any class. There's some stuff you don't need with it, right? So it's not, like, super optimal. What did they take from the classes? What did they take from the classes? WotC took away what made each class unique. I hope new versions doesn't go in that direction. I don't think it will. I think WotC is going back in the direction of complexity, because now essentially what they're saying is 5e is, this is all my opinion. I have no insider information about this. This is just what I think is happening. So I could be completely wrong, but from my where I sit, I think what's happening is 5e was designed to be, a pen and paper from the book, pick up and go and teach people how to play D&D, and that was where a lot of the pushback came from. It's too simple, it's not unique enough, everything feels the same. That's fine. And so now what they're doing is they're saying we're going to build a digital system, because D&D Beyond exists and it's amazing, and we now have the functionality to allow complexity because the computer is going to take care of it. And Pathfinder 2nd Edition is all in on that and didn't build a system to make it work yet. So they're still struggling with 2nd Edition. But yeah, D&D Beyond is gonna kind of revolutionize that concept of like, I want my character to be super unique. Can I have 1,000 options? And it's like, yep, yes you can, because we will track it for you and you don't have to worry about it. So I'm excited. I think 6th edition D&D 1, whatever the hell they were going to call it, it's going to be great. And I really hope it also allows them to keep the things that are good with 5th edition, but then allow people to add complexity to it. So you can start with a really simple game type and then be like, I'm going to give you guys all feats. So we'll see how they do it. We'll see how they roll it out. A lot of D&D in my mind is just homebrewed anyways. So I'm not off put by anything they've said so far. I think it's all going to be just fine, and I'm not worried about it. I've not been worried about it yet. I have not seen any game changers or deal breakers in my mind. Yeah, you can't really decide how things have been adjusted by a PDF, like an early edition PDF, right? They don't have wish spell anymore. It's like, these are only 3rd level spells. Like, where's the wish spell? It's like, calm down, stop, breathe, refocus. What's important right now? There have been some shifts, which I think for playtesting purposes is probably smart. And whether or not that is how it is in the future, we will find out. I'm not worried. Yeah, exactly. Like, people got real mad. Yep. And that's the important thing. I think that's what they're going to be doing for the next little bit, is just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what happens. But once again, even if they did do that, like I said, I already changed the crit rules, so I don't care. I'm a fan of double everything. It makes the game just hyper insanity, like just instant death. Yeah, I love it. Okay, there's my centaur, constellation centaur, in a sweater. I should give her a lantern or something. It's fine. It could be fun. I've talked to you about level 0 games, correct? Yes. Maybe that was part of the problem. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be using Foundry at the time. You were supposed to be rolling on your by yourself. We hadn't figured out Foundry yet. That happens. All right, we're rolling more. Here we go. Just threw my d20 across the room. I don't mind tracking. Yeah. Bards and Rangers can't even learn evocation magic. I don't think Rangers should have evocation magic. I guess like Flame Arrow, maybe. I think Rangers specifically need their own spell list, which I think they're switching to. Bards as well. Bards, I think, will have access to evocation magic, but that's going to be a selection thing. So I'm. Yeah, it's going to be way more like specified. There we go. I want better cantrips for draconic sorcerers, mainly lightning cantrips. So with draconic sorcerers, which I love, I think all of their magic should be based on their dragon. So if you want lightning cantrips, they should just pick up lightning dragon, and then even if you're just looking at like what is it, acid spit, just make it lightning. It just does lightning damage and does a weird status effect. Like, it's pretty easy to transfer that kind of stuff, and I've done that a lot in the past. So if you need help with that, please let me know. Want the psionic class, not the psionic subclass. I still, oh man, oh boy, hot take. I just don't care about psionic classes. It's just magic. It's exactly the same. You just say it's psionic damage, which I think people have in the past. Like I see a lot of min-maxers want that because there's less psychic resistances, and it's just like, if that's the only reason you think that that's cool, then I don't care. But if you think it's cool because it's cool, then just homebrew it, because it is cool in that aspect. There's tons of good spells. No, it's fine. I think it's fine. Lots of people love psionics, and I don't understand the anger that people get about, like, this psionic class isn't good, this isn't fun, like, this isn't right. And it's like, what do you, like, I'm totally fine. Psychic lightning, done. Like, just use the lightning bolt spell, but it's psionic damage. Like, I don't understand the outrage that there is online for it. I don't get it. So I just tend to try to hope people don't get overworked about it. I'm rolling dice. Let's roll some dice. I'm getting distracted. 11. A Swobold Cleric of Gains. Swobold Cleric of Gains. All right. We can do that. It's not affected by magic, and it doesn't affect magic. Plus, I'm not a min-maxer. People are always mad about something. I think. Yeah, sorry, that wasn't me saying that you were Western. That's just, in my experience, there have been a lot of people that get upset about it, and I don't get it, because I think, yeah, Psionics are great. You can just throw them into the game and they work fine. Partially, it was designed specifically to just be magic in a non-magic world, and it's like then it's essentially just magic at that point. It's just like a different school type. What were those words you just said? Swobold? The Swobold Cleric? Is that what you're asking about? Yep. Yeah, Western Justice. I've done a lot of fan art for psionic characters, and I do like a lot of them. Like the Thri-Kreen are technically a psionic race, but mechanically it doesn't do a lot different. So I think it's definitely just one of those. Pathfinder 2nd Edition tried to add a. Is that out yet, or is that still in playtest? Yeah. The Kineticist, because the Kineticist is like a non-spell slot spellcaster because they use they're airbenders. Yeah. So I once again, I think that would be that's a perfect template for psionics in my mind. It's just like it's mechanically the same as spell slots, but they flavored it in a way that works out. It's just like, yeah, let's do that. What am I trying here? I think I've gone a little too intense. I just wanted to like bending the bar with weights. I think I'm gonna start over. Dark Sun! Yeah, Dark Sun. I think psionics without discussing Dark Sun is a lack of why is important. Exactly, yeah. Like in a world where, for the Dark Sun universe, magic is not magic. They're like, well, what about the people that want to play magic classes? Like, psionics. And then they gave it to every single fucking creature in the universe. Bugs, psionic. Mind flayers, psionic. It's like, okay, that makes sense. I'm down with that. I'm like, what about these turtle people? No, let's make them psionic. It'll be fine. It's like, what? I don't know. I was just pulling stuff out of my ass. In the Dark Sun universe? I mean... yeah, sure. Brain eating plants, yeah. Dark Sun was far from the original for psionics in fantasy or even D&D. Challenge. Hit me with that sweet, sweet old school psionics. Because like the Mind Flayers, I think are one of the first psionics, which is like outer space weird shit that's supposed to not make sense. I always forget the word for that. It's definitely not aboriginal. That's not the right term. Aberrations. There we go. Aboriginals are very different. Dark Sun made it playable, basically. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think the psionic race is a cool concept, right? But it really should be not race. I'm sorry, class, because it should be. And I think this is the argument for the subclass, right? Like a wizard subclass into psionics is cool, or a sorcerer with psionic abilities is cool, but it is then a subclass and not like a full-blown class. And so I think a lot of psionic stuff gets strapped onto race instead, like the Thri-kreen use psionics, the Flayers use psionics, mostly for like communication, but then they have some ability to like amplify it. And that's cool. I think that's fine. But making it into a class, it's a question of, is it magic mechanically, or is it does it use spell slots even though they're psionic spell slots, and can you use those spell slots for magic? That's the argument I think that everybody wants to make. So essentially people want a non-spell slot based caster, and Pathfinder tried some stuff by using like key points and what was the mentalist thing? I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, but they tried it a few different ways, and at the end of the day, it all kind of works out the same. So it's complexity. Let's just add complexity. So Yeah, Hashy Brown. A wizard has to dance to cast. A psychic can still cast effectively while hogtied, gagged, and blindfolded. Yeah, so essentially what that's saying is psionics are casting every spell with, with subtle magic, right? Like they start the game with bonus feats. If that's the case, like that would be the subclass for wizard. Is at level 3 you get all of those things. You can cast all your spells without doing that. Boom, psionic's done. Like, and then you just keep playing the game normally. They were much more limited. Yeah, they were much more limited because of that. I think that's why though. Like I was saying, mechanically, if they use spell slots just to balance the game out, not that they are spells because they are not spells. That's one way to play the game, and I think it works just fine. And I see people upset about that. So. The feat, right? Yeah, and that's how 3.5 and Pathfinder worked. They had tells. I think. Man, I don't remember that. With psionics, there was something about. I think people that were telepathic could sense them. I don't remember. There was something weird about them. Something about a loud ringing. Ooh, that could be interesting. Like a high enough perception rating would get it. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential for some cool classes, but more often than not, I hear people upset that like the thing I like is not in D&D, and it's like just put it in, like just fucking put it in. There's nothing stopping it. Just go for it. So that's really what I would get at is if something's making you mad, just change it. Like nothing should be held in such. Yeah, and that's. Exactly. It's just like I think that is legitimately the thing that happens. Like I get that, but at the end of the day, don't waste your time being mad that D&D did something wrong. Just make it the way you want. Have fun with it. I think there's a plethora right now, and I don't want to be calling out some of my fellow YouTube creators because they're great people. They're great dudes. And great women. I know a few. But the dudes I'm thinking about, I don't want to like call them out as in like, this shit is bad. There's a plethora of D&D horror stories. Like that's the thing that people really like right now. And so once again, no shade at the content creators. You guys are doing a great job. Great job. But I really think that's kind of giving people this notion of like, oh, all DMs are assholes. It's like, no, most people are pretty chill. Most people don't care. You just don't talk about it. Like if you have a chill DM, it's just like, yeah, my DM's great. Like there's no story for it. And they just talk about awesome character stuff. The 3.5 expansion Psionic Handbook was good. It came from the basic of the new version. I had that at one point in time. I think one of my friends owned it. And I looked through it quite a bit. Monks are slotless casters using mana points? Psychics are slotless casters using drain. Mana points, huh? Psychics are much more like monks than wizards. Yeah, I mean, in Pathfinder, they're key points, and then... but yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, once again, it's a matter of... This is my problem with warlocks as well. Like, when everything's a cantrip, then what's the point? Essentially, warlocks could be very easily converted into psychics. Because your 2 spell slots are just key points or psychic energy points that you can then use. Sorcerers are kind of the same way. You have sorcerer points to cast, like to get back spell slots, but just have, instead of spell slots, have like psychic points, and then you can use your sorcerer points to recharge your psychic abilities. Like it's all very, very flexible. Like there's no reason not to do that kind of stuff. The gunslinger, same thing. Like the gunslinger, you having grit points. They're essentially the same as the monk points. like it's all related because it's balanced mechanically to work with itself. So I don't know. The question I have for people is one, like, what do you want out of it, and what is it close to that you could use? That's the best way to kind of like figure that stuff out. I've twisted this guy's neck so bad. Now I want to listen to Breakneck by, is it Rusko? That doesn't sound right. We're on YouTube, or I would. I don't know if I can I flip this? Whoop whoop. Hell yeah. Digital art is amazing. We're gonna give him a tall boy neck. Swobbles really do just feel like lizard folk. Mana points for casting system. I gotta go casting system chart together. There's like 12 fleshed out casting systems available that are on slot casting. There you go, see? Find something you like. Almost at will subclass changes. Infinite stacking buffs. Who's allowed that? Who at Watsy thought that was it, right? Like, the Warlock is just, oof, bonkers. Swooble's great. It's a character, right? It's a monster. Just super buff. My only problem with their art is like, you have the normal kobold. Hold on a second. And then you have the Swobold. It's like, it's the same size, it's just really buff. And it's like, I want him to be bigger. I want everything about him to be bigger. So that's what I'm saying. I think that's 100% legit. It's like, are you a lizard folk? It's like, maybe. Might be a dragon. I don't know. You a dragonborn? Maybe. They can. They can in Pathfinder. Yep. Yeah, in Pathfinder they are very much dragonkin, like tiny dragon kobolds or tiny dragon goblins. Yeah. Yeah, less bitey than goblins. What software are you using, if I might ask? I'm using Aggie.io right now, which is a free online web browser-based art program made by Magma Studio. There's a link in the Discord if you want to go check them out. They're very cool. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Once in my group, the other DM, against my advice, allowed someone to play a mystic. He only read the abilities after the guy was teleporting everywhere and making walls. 5e effectively uses 4 different classing systems. Casters using vacant slots, monks using mana points, marshals using watered down stances and maneuvers, casting, and rogues get skill casting. Read stuff before it's okay. Yeah, read stuff. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, the mystic is a little nuts. At the end of the day, really what I think all of the casting classes can be broken down into use slots. And that's really what 4E was. 4E was just everybody had a per combat, per rest, per day functionality. Or was it per round? There might have even been a per round. Per round, per encounter. It was complicated. It was complicated and bullshit. Yeah, and it's been, I think, 15 years since I played it. So I have Magma Studio, but I'm not very proficient with it. Magma Studio is good. Or Manga Studio. Oh, okay. I've known a few people that have used Manga Studio. I just downloaded Rebel 5. I've been trying to learn that. That's more or less trying to like be a... It's not trying to. It is. It is a painting medium simulator. So you can like have different kinds of paper, different kinds of paints, and it simulates that stuff, which is cool. I haven't played with it enough yet, though. Yeah. I'm excited to get into it more. But it's definitely going to be a whole different thing. I think what I might do is start doing all my line art in Photoshop and then bring it into Rebel because it's Photoshop native. It can read PSDs. And then paint them from there. I think that'll be a fun project to try. So we'll see how that goes. What time is it? How are we doing today? I started early, so that's good. It is 12 o'clock. All right, yeah, we got more time. We can get more of these done. Gotta climb up on the roof now and clean my chimney. Whoops. My eraser was too big. There we go. Kind of liked that alligator look. I might try to get that scale patterning in here. Give them some more of those little carbuncle things. Scutes. Did Manga Studio turn into Clip Studio Paint? Is that what happened? Because that would make a ton of sense. Ah, okay. I was wondering what happened to Manga Studio. I knew a ton of people that used it, and then people just kind of stopped talking about it. But that makes sense, yeah. I do have Clip Studio Paint. I got it for animation, and then found out I can't animate with it, so it is what it is. I'm a clip advocate. Once my artist friends showed it to me, I needed it forever. Nice. I love Photoshop. I mainly use Photoshop when I'm doing art. I just do this on Wednesdays so that people can draw with me if they want. And that's the cool thing about Aggie. Aggie lets you draw with people online. I need Photoshop. Photoshop is expensive. If I ever stop doing commission art, I don't know if it's worth keeping. Essentially, I'm essentially paying for the Photoshop suite so I can do all of my editing because that's what I'm trained in. But everyone keeps telling me to start getting free stuff, so it's like, maybe I should. It's expensive. That feels like a pretty good Swobold. The big beefy boy. I still want to play like a really beefy wizard. We've yet to be able to do that. The Stir Wizard. Keep getting distracted by other characters. Mm-hmm. Super good. I've drawn my current D&D character on paper. That's awesome. If people want to share their D&D stuff in the Discord, you're very welcome to. There is a space for that. We have the art share as well as D&D chat. So feel free. It feels like a Friday to me for some reason, but I'm not sure why. I have no idea what's happening. Somebody got, and you can just draw your Aggie session if they want. Yep, they are. You're welcome to. If you follow the rules of the Discord, which is don't be an asshole, be cool to everybody else, don't be disrespectful, don't be violent or angry. Yeah. So we are on YouTube, so if you do want to join with me, you do need to be aware of that. Yeah. I used to just have this open only to Patreon members, but I've recently been letting other people draw with me, so. But I do reserve the right to just turn your shit off if you break any of those rules. So yeah, the fill tool is broken. Don't use the fill tool. Sorry. I think that is our Swolbarian. That's not right. I've lost the words. Swobold cleric. Yep, I'm supposed to be a cleric. He's a cleric of the Gains, which is why he's got a holy weight dumbbell. I should make him more of a cleric, though. What should we do here? Should we give him like a monastic tabard? Just like right around here. Oh god, that's making him like super gym ratty. I like it. Scapular. Yep, monastic scapular. Go. We'll give him a skull. Yeah, no rush. Like I said, you're also welcome to just share stuff with the Discord if that's where you're more comfortable. Why we have the art share. But I think that is where we're going to call it. We're going to call that done. Let's grab the next one. Beefy Kobold. I'm not a big fan of this. I thought I was cool, but I didn't make it right. I'll have to look at the alligator stuff again. Cool idea. It is 12:40. I might go grab a snack real quick, use the restroom, get a drink, and come back. So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna run an ad, everyone. If you don't mind sitting through an ad, I appreciate it. If you don't want to stay, that's fine. If you also want to go get a drink, get some food. That's cool. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes, and we will. I'll probably be back in like a minute, and we'll get the next one drawn. All right, everyone, hang tight. I will be right back. Okay. All right, we are back. Nothing kills the want of a turkey sandwich, like slimy turkey. I'll have to go get more of that. Power up the diet. Here we go. Yeah. A 10. What are we drawing? What are we drawing today? Circle of Spores Kobold. Oh no, another Kobold. Who wears moss cape and a skull shoulder guard. This is his closest meta stuff you find. Alright. I like that. So I'm eating a granola bar. Delicious. I haven't done a long-nosed kobold in a little while, so I'm going to do that. Ooh, it's a moss cloak, not a... Sorry. Maybe... What would a moss cloak look like? It's kind of lumpy? Maybe a little scraggly? Maybe scraggly. Hello? Like old man's beard? Is that what that's called? Old man's beard? Is that not Spanish? Have you not heard that before? I think they're the same thing. CR is kind of dumb. If I wanted to TPK a level 20 party, I'd have intelligent devourers ambush them. And a level 4 party could one round a golem at range if it rolls very high. CR is a... really only important if you are doing XP. That's all CR is. I think encounters are difficulties based around your primary DPS's ability to hit versus the AC of the creature and vice versa. So a level 20 creature, depending on its ability to hit, can one-shot your party or be useless. So you really need to balance that out with your gear sets and really compare stats. I think a good system for that versus CR is the hits to kill model, which is what games like Diablo and Call of Duty use to balance their game systems, which is essentially how many rounds do you want to go before the fight is over, one way or the other. And yeah, CR does not take that into account. Because a CR Fireball is purposefully the most OP spell in the game. And it's OP because it's efficient. It's highly efficient. And when you look at that, as soon as a character has the ability to cast Fireball, the number of kobolds and or goblins that the party can kill in one round is basically equivalent to how many goblins you can fit in a 30-foot radius. So, yeah, CR is not a perfect system. Mm-hmm. Numaku, it is hard. It is very hard. I think the best way to do it is to do it on the fly if you're not testing things. And I'll talk about that when I don't have granola bars in my mouth. I'm a big fan of milestone just because then you don't have to keep track of it. And it also, XP works really well for full blown encounters, because you know what gear the characters should have at that point, because you're also tracking gold, equipment, progression. And so if you have that all laid out, then XP is important because it should be tracking how much XP they're getting based on what they're doing. Versus milestone, which there have been times when it's like, man, we've been playing this for like 5 sessions now and we haven't leveled up yet. What the hell's going on? It's just like, you guys haven't done shit. It's like you've just been standing around talking for 5 sessions. I don't know what to do. So it very much is a feel thing. I see skulls on the Moss Cape. I think that was my kobold. Yeah, probably. There's supposed to be a wolf skull, right? Because that's not what I've done, but I'm doing my best. Yeah, so I would really, when it busts down to how do you balance an encounter, the best advice I can give people is to look at your party and see what would be fun. Because really that's what's going to make a good encounter, not a CR rating. Because if, like, the big thing is, like, Kevin the Necromancer's last character could do upwards of like 80 or 90 damage a round with a 2-handed sword. And so if all I do is give him huge things that he swings at, and it's like, cool, they take a hit and it doesn't seem to affect him that much, like, that's completely devalued his character. Versus making things in the combat that he can one-shot that, you know, there's a lot of fun. Like, if he's just squishing level 1 goblins, that's not as fun. But if he's squishing level 1 goblins and then he kills their bugbear leader and everyone freaks out, that's cool. So encounters really don't have to be based off CR, but the CR is a good place to start, and then you can look at that kind of stuff. Is that another video I should make? Why CR is garbage. I think the other thing that people forget is that CR can't take into account your gear score, because that doesn't really exist. 5e tried to make it really simple so that you can fight really high level things at low level and vice versa, because they just don't have that much scaling. Whereas like Pathfinder, you're supposed to have, it's like 15 plus your level times 3 AC or something to that effect. So by the time you're level 5, you should have like 25 AC if you want to be a tank. And like, that's God mode in D&D. It just is. Paranoia kills any party, encounters and timing. Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff.
And put a little jingly bell on him. I like the idea that he collects bells. Do people really not call it old man's beard in other parts of the world? Okay. Is it an invasive species? Is it from Spain? It's called Spanish moss then. Witch's hair? I've heard witch's hair too. YouTube once again refused to notify me that there was a new community post. I'm sorry, Died Steve. You're welcome to suggest it now. The list is long, but we can add it to it. Weird. Then I would argue Spanish moss is a bad name. Maybe. I'm gonna give him some war paint. No cotton candy is called Daddy's beard in French. That's a little weird. Did you guys know you can become Patreon members and get sweet stickers every month or so whenever they come in? There will also be a Patreon only suggestion draw, probably in the next week, probably a week or two. Maybe we'll do that for Halloween. That could be really fun. The Patreon only Halloween extravaganza. What other things should I have him wearing? Give him like a necklace of feet bone. He's got like a candelabra around his neck. Can I steal the bell idea and add it? You can put bells on anything you want. That is not my idea. Bugs? He's just got bugs. I'll give him a little beetle. A little dung beetle on his shoulder. We'll give him a Flava Flav watch. It's like a broken pocket watch. Flava Flav! Can you hold fire? I don't know. I mean, you can, but I don't know if it's smart. Just cover him in bugs. Give him the trash kobold. Bring me the food from every picnic. think we're gonna call this one good. That was a fun little character though. Come on, table, don't do that. I gotta re-support my desk, apparently. It's got the wobbles. Got the wibble wobbles. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I'm gonna bust through some more of these. Yeah, no problem. I will post it on the Discord and draw. You can pick it up there if you like it. You can screenshot it now. Oh no. A Cobalt Scout Rogue who works as a locksmith to carry a crossbow on their back. We're burning through some kobolds today, apparently. All the kobolds. Okay, this one is a rogue. It is a kobold day. It is indeed. Get your kobold stickers now on Redbubble. I just have to plug so much stuff. Just want so much money. Excuse me. Choking on granola bar. Mark it on your characters. Mark it on your calendars. Oh, the 12th of October is just going to be Kobold Day from now on. I mean, we have Kobold Days all the time on this channel. If you haven't seen my Kobold video, I highly suggest it. It's pretty great. I actually have 2 of them. Kobold Parade's pretty good. It's on TikTok. Did I post that on YouTube? That's right, yeah, because it was a TikTok audio sound that YouTube doesn't support. Actually, they might now. I should check that. Re-upload it. I like this idea that he's just got like 1,000 keys on a key ring. I mean, if you still want to, I won't judge, but I don't like just you. Wait, what? No marking characters hiding right out front. Ugh. I did add it here in chat and the community post. Oh, the reborn Owlin? Okay, I will add that. Robo Owl.
Ryoki, hello, hello. I always miss these streams. Love your work. The Red Cap video helps me inspire the Who's Who style campaign. That's awesome. I like that. There's Red Cap Barbarian named Schmear. Nice. In the Patreon, what is the transparent background? In the Patreon, what is the transparent background? I think maybe what you're referring to, and I could be wrong, but whenever I do like a Why You Should Play video, I upload the artwork, and then I also upload a version of it with a transparent background, so if people want to like use that for their character sheets or like really, I have them up there so people can kind of do whatever they want with them for their D&D stuff. So if you need to like put it on its own background, or if you want to make it into a token, I also add the tokens as well to the Patreon. So all of the Why You Should Play videos have a token to go along with them for like Foundry or Roll20. Yeah, I think that's what it refers to. I thought it was like a character sheet designing. Yeah, I don't know. It might be included on one of the upper tiers as well, because like I'll do a character. One of the upper tiers gets a monthly commission, and that would come with a transparent background as well, so that you could do the same thing. Okay. This guy's a little cute dude. Liquid hot magma. Alrighty. I'm gonna give him a little floof. I like Kobold's a little floof. Could just be a little cloak. I forgot to give him ears. Make him a little dog kobold. I do like the little lizard boy kobolds, but sometimes it's fun to make him a little poofy. Little rat goblins. Why does a kobold have... Shut up! What? Just shut up! Yeah, we're mole dogs. I'm not. I don't like that design at all. There's the old school Magic the Gathering kobolds are pretty great. They make me really happy. But they are just little rat goblins. If people touch to drink the blood of the creature that bleeds acid, would they expect to take damage and maybe lose their mouth? I mean, yeah. I mean, they take acid damage for sure. Wasn't there an edition where they had like dog rat like kobolds? Yeah. Kobolds have been a little bit of everything, but I think in first or second edition they were little furry creatures.
Yeah, that's kind of what they were intended to be. They're just little trap happy underground goblins that didn't venture out into the above world. Why you do this to me, desk? Get your shit together. Oh, it's the microphone. The microphone is being weird. I might be thinking early Magic the Gathering. Yeah. That was second edition. Okay. I don't know what else to give this little guy to make him seem more like a locksmith / lockpicker. Maybe I'll give him like a little rake down here. I'm not condoning criminality, but lockpicking is fun. It's a fun skill to have. Everyone should go take lockpicking classes. Only use it for good. Become a licensed locksmith. I like that guy. That's a good character. Can you pick a lock? I can. Yeah. Spent a summer trying to learn how to do that. I've only ever had to do it once. Maybe twice. It's more like orcs D&D because they exposed through mostly old video games and feature pig and orcs and dog kobolds. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Lockpicking lawyers closing in on your position. I'm sure he's way better at it than I am, considering he owns a lock picking and lock manufacturing company. So I'm on a campaign right now. The Far North Tundra, Frozen Wastelands has a lot of changes based elements, makes things fuzzy and better adapted. I like that, yeah. Goblins are little Yeti fuzzballs. That's cool. I like that. The furring up of the kobolds is agreed. You fool him with the FBI. I mean, the FBI is always listening to me anyways. Like, if the thing they get me on is knows how to pick locks, then I'm screwed. Like, it's fine. Alright. Female Triton Paladin wearing medium armor with some gothic aesthetics. Triton Paladin. What are gothic aesthetics? Does it have, like, spires? Large spires? Maybe we should look that up then. What makes something gothic aesthetic? I mean, like, oh man, yeah. Actually, I should know this, and I don't. Oh, absolutely. Well, my goth phase was just wear black clothes and be an asshole to everybody around me. So. Gothic plate. Okay. Very clean, smooth. You can do that. I do like those huge pauldrons. Okay, pause there. I don't want to lose this next picture. Bloodborne Gothic. Bloodborne Gothic or Addams Family Gothic. Yeah, exactly. I used my locking skills to break into my dad's car after he locked his keys in. Yeah, you're not breaking in if they're asking you to get in. That's the important part. Don't upload pictures of your keys to the internet if you want to show off your car keys. Just hold your teeth. Hide them. Yep. I don't know why you would even need to show off your car keys. I guess if you're just like happy to have a car, that makes sense. But yeah. Yeah, be careful out there, people. I one time we got locked out of our office, and our boss was the only one that had the keys, and he was like 2 hours away. And it's like, well, do we either call it a day and I'll go home, except all of our shit is in the office, or I just lock the door. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, I don't care. Like, we're breaking into our office because I don't want to deal with this shit. So, yeah. Totally worth it. So much so that after I did that, my boss was like, that's really smart. And then he started learning how to pick locks. So, it's fun. It's like tattooing, but you don't have to tattoo people. One of them weird hobbies. That's not right. Basically, Gothic armor was a bit more symmetrical and embellished. Ah. Yeah, just turn off location tracking. I think that's good advice for most things. Most things don't need to know where the fuck you are all the time. Just, yeah, knock that shit off, Twitter. We want to sell your data to places you've been to. "99% of the time that shit is harmless. It's just really annoying." I had a brief moment of, what day is it? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing the viewer suggestion. It's Wednesday. This is Wednesday, my dudes. Ferno, hello, hello. It's Cobalt Day. I should give her a helmet. Do you think Tritons could swim with a helmet on? Or would that impede their ability to breathe? I guess suppose so. Pack Tactics is invading. Yeah, seriously. I should talk to them. Reach out to Pack Tactics. Yeah. They are hyper successful in comparison to my channel. It's just like, how? How do you do this? Yeah. The Vlog Brothers. Shoot. I can't think of not Hank's name. And it makes John. Thank you. Oh, thank the makers. All right, I had a moment. Yeah. That's what I was thinking about. I'm like pizza something, pizza. John Rugg. Yeah. I was watching John talk about the internet, and he started a new YouTube channel to see if he could gain traction. And after like 6 months, he had like 130 followers. And so he was just like, it's a weird thing. And I'm like, that's fair. So I feel, like I said, I definitely am thankful for all of you guys that have helped. All of you wonderful people who have helped me grow this channel as large as it is, which is awesome. But yeah, Pack Tactics put me to shame. Oh no, I'm not disparaged by it. I should call him and be like, how to Kobold make better video good? That would be really funny. Yeah. Set up a play date. Oh God, I haven't seen that video. I love Hunter's Mark. What's wrong with Hunter's Mark? I love how impractical that skirting is. Yeah, it's completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. I just want harsh bits before the floofy bits come out. I've done a lot of merfolk in my day. I'm a big fan of it. I think one of the first videos I posted on YouTube for this channel was a mermaid quick sketch. We didn't get any views, but that's okay. I still like the picture. I still have it. I should have made this look like a shark. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll make this look like a shark. People prefer stabbing big numbers over goofy art videos, but I love your videos. Yeah, I mean, stabbing big numbers is great. I'm very proud of all of my videos. There might be one that I kind of like. I feel like I half-assed it and it didn't perform well. I was like, yeah, it's because I half-assed it. And I leave it up as a reminder to not half-ass things. But yeah, there definitely is a weird like. I get really good reception on my videos, and the community is awesome. Like people post about I love reading people's character ideas and stuff on the videos, which is great. So it's really good interaction, and that I think is the most important thing. Like if you start a YouTube channel and you're not getting a lot of views, but you're getting people commenting on your videos and talking about them, you're doing great. Everything else is just algorithm. Everything else is algorithm. And thumbnails and SEO, but ignore that. Ignore all that. Just keep doing what you're doing and do what you love. It's the important part. Yeah. The exponential growth for the YouTube algorithm is weird. It is definitely weird. It might be the Grace Jones of D&D YouTubers. Very good, but not not selling stadiums. Who is Grace Jones? Is that a musician? I want to make these like these fins like wham. Make it like be spiky. She was Lady Gaga's ripoff. Oh, interesting. Like Lady Gaga is essentially her? Or Lady Gaga is the successful version of? Lady Gaga's ripped off. I didn't read it that way, but it's so much funnier. It's so much funnier if you read it the way it's written. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm not discouraged. But I do like talking to other YouTubers about that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, I might have a video coming up. I gave some of my artwork to... who was it? Who was it? I've been doing some like very small collaboration stuff with How to D&D and a handful of other guys. They're in that little... the floating head space, I think is what they call it. Where they just basically live stream themselves talking about D&D, but in videos. Yeah, it's been a really cool little thing. So you might be in some other people's videos here coming up. They were very confused about why I don't show my face on camera, and I was like, well, I'm ugly as AF. Ugly AF. Which might not be true, I don't know, but I'd rather not find out. Exactly, and that's what I told him. It's just like, I just don't want to do it. One day I will, maybe. But I'm not in this to show my face to the world, so it's not high on my priority list. Skipcat, on the other hand, oh, I will pimp out that Skipcat. He loves being taken pictured of. Are you paying attention to me? You looking at me? Take my picture? Okay. Tuna fish? Is there tuna fish? Really, that's all it is. Skipcat just doesn't care what you're doing as long as there's tuna fish involved. You want me to go outside? All right. Tuna fish? Why would I bring tuna fish outside? I thought we were going outside for tuna fish. The other day, every time I go to the grocery store, I come home and I open the front door, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and he goes outside, just rolls in the dirt. But the other day, I came home from the store, and so I was loading bags into the house. Then he comes outside and he looks at me, and then he just grabs the tire on the car and just like pulls his claws down it. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "That's all I wanted." And then he just walks back in the house. I was like, "The hell is going on here?" It's like every now and again I just have to try to kill myself, and then I'm a happy cat. And it's like, just Jeebus. Like, I don't think he could puncture the tire, but like, I just don't understand the necessity to like. Yeah. She's like, maybe just don't do stuff that will murder you if the freak accident happens.
What time is it here?
1:33. I think we'll probably do one more and then we'll call it for the day. I have not been getting videos out because I keep working on different videos, and then I try to work on a video and then I get like half distracted and change things, and then I'm just like, I'll just live stream on Friday again. I don't know if people are okay with that. I don't know if people want me to keep doing lots of live streams or if I should go back to just trying to pump out more videos. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll probably just work on a video. And then Friday we can probably do this again, but... yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are interacting with the live streams, which is great, and I like giving people the... I like drawing people's characters. So if people are happy with those, I'll just keep doing the live streams twice a week. And I'll keep trying to make the videos. It's just a matter of, are too many live streams too many live streams? Or do people like the live streams? YouTube wants both. They want you to be a big company and then to pay them. Yeah, that's fair. They just want money. That's funny. I like that. We talked a little bit about that last year, didn't we? The pumpkin construct? The pumpkin golem?
Grace Jones.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you, Timbers. I will check that out in a bit. I'll check that out after the stream. No, yeah, I think that's totally doable. Did you guys know I did homebrew items videos a while back? And there's a great one called the, actually, did I do that one? I think I did. The pumpkin? The pumpkin lantern? It's alright. It's old. Go check that out. Share it. Like, comment. Maybe people will just jump in on it. There's a secret video that nobody knows. Thanks for drawing my character. Thank you very much. DKK. What is DKK? I don't know what that is. But Nicholas, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And no problem. I hope you enjoyed the draw. As I said, all the drawings will be on the Discord. I can use some in a one shot. Nice. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Normally I do push-ups when people give me super chats, but I got my flu shot yesterday and my arms feel weak. This is awesome. Thank you, Ambrosia. Oof. It's a very good draw. Thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate that. I went to the... I swear they accidentally gave away my flu shot yesterday to somebody, some random dude. But by the time the nurse finally got to me, she was kind of like in a panic and a rush. And she was like, do you want to get your flu shot while you're here? I'm like, that's why I'm here. And she's like, oh. Okay, so you're getting COVID shot and the flu shot. I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay, well, this is, okay, which arm is do you want it to be worse in? And I was like, what? She's like, I have to give it to you in both arms, but one of them is worse than the other one. And I'm like, I guess left arm. And she's like, all right. And she looked at me like, this is going to be bad. And I was like, what is happening here? It's just a flu shot. It's fine. But push-ups would not make it happy, so I'm not going to do that. I was also guessing Danish. Oh, Danish currency. Cool. Okay. Neat. I'm glad that YouTube does that. Like, lets you do that. Because I have had people in the past like, I don't know how to send you money. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that either. So, Super Chat is great. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I very much do appreciate the community here, so. Which is a very, very welcome. Thank you for supporting the channel. Phone stopped working. I'm back. Welcome back. I'm a devil teed. Was it? Someone was talking about the, like, the, someone just tapped on my window? What the hell was that? Nope. Someone was talking about the, not hatred, but, like, rivalry between Finland, Sweden, and Denmark. Right? I think that was it. They were just going off about how everyone is always trash talking to each other. I don't think so. I think they're just doing it. Yeah. I watched a video when I first got into D&D. Nice. Yeah. I hope people like the videos. I hope they are helpful in a way that people like get inspired to make more characters and play. That was my intent. I think one of the first ones I did, specifically like the one that I like really wanted to do, was a Minotaur video, because my friends wanted to play Minotaurs, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a video about that and draw your character, and we'll have some fun with it and go to town. And it just got me like ranting about playing large size characters, and just kind of stuck. Playing big characters are great. Minotaurs are fun too. Which I made a video about the ring I gave him. So those two things are related. I made the Minotaur video for my friend who wanted to be a Minotaur. I'm like, I'm gonna make you a large size creature, and it's gonna be great. But just to like screw with it, I'm gonna give you the ring of diminutive size. So once per day you can shrink down to very, very small. And it was fun. It was fun to see him kind of like work through that process of I can either be very large or very small, but not in between. And I really like that. I really got into this picture. This is a good picture. This is a good suggestion. I like drawing mermaids. Tritons. A little more aerodynamic stuff in the helmet. Hell yeah. Okay. I think I'm good on this one. Let's move on to the next. Yeah, Tritons are great. I still have to make a Minotaur Ranger with steel. Ooh. Oh, stealth. Sorry. A steel minifigure. Really cool. There we go. Lantern of Protection. I think the Patreons came up with that. I think Brian was the one that came up with that idea. But I had the Patreons submit ideas of what they thought would be cool Halloween ideas. And the Lantern of Protection came up. I like it. Workshopped it, and there you go. My dad wanted me to make a Minotaur rogue. You sneak and you hear his clip-clop. He's just got like felt glued to the bottom of his shoes. Clippity-cloppity, clippity-cloppity. Alright, we're gonna roll for the next character. The next character! Female halfling rogue scout, short black hair, studded leather armor, short sword, excellent archer. Nice. Very classic halfling rogue. I like it. Halflings are not gnomes. Halflings are not gnomes.
Actual mythology. Wait, carrots? Minotaurs have feet. But that's not a huge deal. Yeah. But it's just like it was just a head of a bull, right? Head of a bull on a dude, on a big dude. Ooh, that's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I've been waiting for this. He done tricked me. Done goofed. It's the humanoid characters I can't draw. Human fighter. Done. What is... I can't remember what we're doing this weekend for D&D, or if we are playing D&D this weekend. Every now and again I have moments where I wake up and I'm like, is it D&D night? Am I supposed to run a campaign today? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, short black hair. I should make sushi tonight. That's what I should do for dinner. Okay, studded leather armor. I want bands. Definitely want bands around the waist. I think we're gonna go leather gorget. I think I want a short sword. That, you know, that sounds like something I would own. Oh, so somebody ground down their longsword? That's cool. I would not do that, because that is so wasteful, but there's a great movie out called, well, actually, it's been a long time. I remember it being good. It's called Twilight Samurai. It was about a samurai whose wife had died and was taking care of his kids, and he had to sell his sword. But he was a Nodachi? Is that the short one? Wakizashi? He was a Wakizashi master. Like, that's what he excelled at. So he's like, I could sell my katana because I don't need it. And yeah, it's an interesting movie. I really like that. I like that idea that you can specialize in the different kinds. I like Wakizashis. They're neat. I like Minotaur on Anthrobull. BFB. Bull teeth like steak. Think desert halfling. Desert halfling. I want a bow in real life. I like my bow. I really like my bow. Yeah.
Desert halfling. What does a desert halfling look like? Should I make this more like less hard leather, more? You do like a. Actually, that could be kind of cool. Kind of like this idea. Switch it up. I'm gonna do like a tunic cape thing. Should I still do the bands? Maybe I should. What were we talking about? Something about sushi? I don't remember now. Oh yeah. Grinding down a sword versus selling a good sword and buying 2 short swords. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I have throwing knives and dozens of different knives. Pocket knives, my dive knife for swimming. I need a good dive knife. I don't dive, but I want to. Partially just because the dive knives are cool. She's learning to combine the 2 cultures. Interesting. I have a deer antler knife. I do too. I have my grandfather's deer antler knife, but it's like a cooking knife, not a big hunting knife. Oh. Please clarify. I don't like this idea either. Maybe instead of the gorget, we do like a cowl. That would feel a little more deserty. But I wanted to have this short sword. This is where I was going. I'm gonna leave it in the scabbard. And then we'll do a big. I'm really, one of the sad things about living in the city now is I don't have a good place to go shoot my bow. I used to do that a lot when I was younger. I'm not a big hunting fan, but man, I love like target shooting and stuff. It's just fun. It's just fun to me. Suppose there's I could go to like the Ren Fair maybe. Oh, interesting. I'll check that out. Okay. Definitely would do. If I ever make that good YouTube money, I'm definitely gonna try to buy some land out here and make outdoor YouTube stuff. That would be fun. Oh, is that so, Cat?
What's up? Row, row, row. It's 2 o'clock, which I know in your mind means it's 3 o'clock, and you get fed at 4.
So I see why you think you need food. It's because he's an idiot. Row, 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 row. I keep forgetting that guy's name. Shoot. Joe Domingo? Is that right? Who's Bender? Domingo. I think it's Domingo. I think this is supposed to be studded leather, so we'll stud this up real quick. Wait, is okay. What did I say? Joe? I think I was thinking of Joe Mangieloni. Which I know does not play Bender, but is a fun name to say. That doesn't look great. That's not a good studded leather. Let's redo that. Oh yeah, he's Jake the dog. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's super famous. He does a lot of stuff. Don't remember his name all the time. Makes sense to me. I need some good studded leather pictures. Oh my god, Cat, you're fine. You're fine. Can you guys hear this? You hear this crying cat?
Would have you believe he's never been fed before in his life.
Go ahead and meow now. I dare you. You hear the purrs?
Go on, Git.
Should I give her a long bow or a short bow? I still didn't find any armor. Hold on a second. Because that's extra work and doesn't make sense. The Brigandine. Yeah, Brigandine's pretty great. It's been a little longer on this one than I had anticipated, but I think it is now 2 o'clock. I think we'll probably spend a little more time on this one and then call it a day. Look at the leather wrap glove. If you guys did not get your images drawn today, I'll probably be back on Friday. We'll keep the same list up. Do people like that, or should I just allow people to... I don't want people to have to go to the community post twice in a week. I think that's unreasonable. How do I get a copy of this when you're done? I will put it in the hashtag Discord draw, which is on the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, there's a link down below. And I'll screen cap it, put it there so people can see it. Probably post it on the community page later as well, but I might not do that till Friday, just because we'll have more stuff then. But yeah, that's about it. I think that's all I really got for today. I'm trying to think of anything else. If I have any more notes, news, or... No, I think that's about it. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. It was a lot of fun. Everybody had a good time. I hope people enjoy their drawings. If you didn't get your stuff drawn, I am sorry. The dice have not chosen you today, but maybe they will on Friday. We will hope for the best. And we will be back then. And like I said, don't worry about it. I'll keep the list up so that there is a chance that it will be drawn again. If not, next week I'll post another community page on Monday, and you're welcome to put the same idea if I didn't draw it this week, or if I did draw it this week and you just want to see it again, that's fine too. Put that up next week. Aside from that, that's about all I got. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week if I do not see you on Friday, and if not, I will see you then. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, everyone. I gotta go feed me a cat.